keep him alive? Yes, it is. With the mech coming in from RTK, now landed with Mirror's Image, going to be able to get himself back out. It's just the Disruptor that's fallen so far. eHome getting low. How trying to do what he can with Femra and Super. Super's popped the BKB. Now YJ. His BKB has run off, and they're going to chase out Thunder God's Wrath here. Femra trying to move forward, finds the Fisher onto YJ. Now the Rocket Barrage, they'll get the Luna. Now Femra looking for more. Super with the Never Blaster to grab onto RTK. They'll find him. Echo stands blind for that one. This is double kill for Ice. Can they find anything more? CTY is just getting himself out, and looks like CTY and DDC will be the lone survivors here at this fight, as Vici Gaming only losing FY here on the Disruptor and finding 3 kills off the side of eHome.
Yeah, they don't have their glimpse to find extra kills here, but they found something that's really valuable.
Oh, lots of gold going to Hao and the boys here.
You know, they're 2,000 gold ahead. Like, it's a very marginal lead for Vici Gaming. They're behind on experience, too, which is kind of surprising for me, to be honest. But
I guess it's just because they've been grouping up so much, and they've been doing this pushing, whereas eHome, they've been a little bit more spread out. There's been a little bit more stacking going on in the jungle.
And Lina just farms faster than Pugna does. You run out of mana on Pugna until you have Bloodstone. He can't really go for it this time around because he has to get the BKB. He feels it's the big difference. But once again, in terms of relative strength, seems like Vici Gaming are more than 2,000 gold ahead in reality here. The team fights. Their execution is also just a bit better. And Ice, by the way, remember that poor offlane Zeus?
10 Bloodstone charges.
I mean, granted, it's 28 minutes in, but he had a Midas build-up too, which also cost him 2,000, so he has recovered fully. He's going to become really scary. I think a really cool item for him this game would be the Veil of Discord. There's just so many abilities that synergize with it for their team that I think it's an incredible value pickup. Even against these BKBs, they're not going to last forever, and it's when they expire that Vici are going to look to hit hard.
Well, JS Farm continuing. He's nearly got the SNY finished now on top of the helm and the BKB. Just a couple hundred away from that final sound recipe. And over onto Hal's Jaro. Demon Edge now done. So he's certainly starting to pack a punch. He's still got a bit to go before he finishes off what I imagine be that MKB as his next item. DDC, 1,600 gold on the way to his Blink Dagger, so we're going to see Rubik get that one fairly shortly. But all in all, 29 minutes in, it's been quite a slow-paced game. Only 13 for 6 at the moment. Just the big difference being the fact that Vici Gaming had that momentum. But now we're at a point where they're only 1 tier 2 ahead of the push of eHome, as eHome, as we've seen with the illusions there from Lana, is constantly applying the pressure on the bottom lane. Vici Gaming, though, they're going to group up, look for top. We saw how earlier they were able to do a significant amount of damage here to the tier 3. And maybe now they're in a confident position to try and finish that off and maybe even look for racks at this point of the game.
Our TK is very poor, which is a problem for eHome, because they would like him to have a positional item so that it's a lot easier for them to find the engage. Pretty unrealistic to get a good...
TK blown up there! The Decrepify increasing the magic damage by too much for the Darks here.
Rubik's still call down though. That is a very good spell. They might be able to hold without the Darks here, but this is going to take an incredible...
glimpse of CTY, the Rocket Barrage as well. The Yules is going to be there. Buys CTY the time to escape. Lana with the song, is he going to try and reinitiate with anything? It doesn't look like he's just holding his position. How? Just going to turn his attention back towards the structures here, back towards the barracks. Super with the Nether Blast as well. Bringing them low. YJ trying to come forward, drops a Lucid Beam down onto Gyrocopter, but Vici Gaming, they'll find the space here to find their first set of racks here from the top lane. And eHome, nothing they could do about it. Vici Gaming as well, all still sitting at full health. They may just look for more here. I guess they're still going to get the tier 2s on the other lanes, and they both have been pushed back out towards the map side of Vici Gaming. So they've got the TP back and look to push those back out before they want to try and find anything more from the base of eHome.
Nice using the taunt on the way out. A little bit of a Super Mario jump there. He's got to be feeling good about himself. He had a very hard lane. Gold. He played... You know, he didn't even die. Yeah, he died in the lane once, I think, but he played it back well. It's a super difficult lane for Zeus. Did a good job. He got some good rotations off and is having a massive impact on the game right now. He's going to be feeling good about himself and about Vici's chances of winning this game. So they've just got a massive lead now.
Yeah, all thanks to that set of racks down the top. XP still hovering around the 0 point. Vici Gaming have been able to bring that back around. And I think the good thing as well for VG is, even though it's even, a lot of their farm is on this Gyrocopter. He's now coming up to 16,000 in terms of net worth, and Hao getting very scary. In fact, I think that might be the completed MKB.
It is.
Yes, it is. So MKB done on a Hao now, 31 minutes in with the BKB, S and Y. And just with the whole team composition, it's going to be so hard for eHome to fight into, which is pretty much the problem they've had all game when they've been trying to hold back the side of VG.
He's just one step ahead of YJ already. YJ is building towards a butterfly. The MKB is already prepared. So when it comes out, it isn't really going to make that big of a difference, because what can you use it for? So you can try to dodge physical attacks that Vici Gaming aren't really using that much. The only one hitting hard is Hal, and he doesn't care about your butter. And all the others are all about the magic damage. So you still have the same problem. When your BKB expires, you're toast. Like this lineup can easily output 2,000 magical damage onto a single hero within the span of 2 seconds, and that's his health right now. So scary.
Trying to get the push on this top lane, but he's going to have to TP back for the defense here because Vici already on it. DDC with telekinesis onto Hal, trying to bring him back into this one. The good play as well. Hal getting low. Oh, he gets taken down before he can do anything in response. Fantastic play there from eHome, and now they're going to look for more. Looking for Fenrir. The song's going to come out. Trying to set this one up. Should be able to find the Earthshake here. He's been left behind. They're chasing down. Fisher was stolen. A little bit off the mark, and Fenrir with the Glimmer Cape. Looking for the Jukes, and he's going to do it as well. Into the hiding spot, and TP's out.
My God.
Very nicely done there by Fenrir. FY tries to TP out himself, but the telekinesis there from DDC. Lanham as well. And they'll take him down. So they do find 2 heroes there, eHome. This time, the defense is more than successful. Very nicely done there by the Dire.
Solid play from DDC. Seeing the opportunity to engage there with the Blink telekinesis. They blow up the gyro immediately, and even if there's a counterplay for Vici Gaming, they know they can just use the Song of the Siren and snare the target, lock him down, and try to bring him down as well. So, Hal in this situation a little bit too aggressive for his own good. I mean, it's understandable he thinks he can go there, because he is, of course, he knows he's rich. He has big items, but they're not very good defensive items if he doesn't get the BKB off. He has no evasion. Of course, going for the MKB build-up instead of the butter. They do punish him for it, although the majority of the damage they dealt was magical. And now, it's going to be a lot easier. There it is for CTY. TK is going to grab Guardian Greaves, so no mobility item for him.
I guess they've got the initiation of Lanham with the song. They can set it up for a nice vacuum wall combination coming out from ROTK. Outside Shice continuing to be incredibly rich. 2,300 now on top of the Blink Dagger he's found on that Bloodstone. So the farm's still looking very, very good for Zeus. Roshan is now back up, and it's kind of a question whether Vici feel confident enough to go for it. It's going to be a little bit tricky, especially when you're doing it up against the lineup with the Naga Siren, who does have the song back online in 20 seconds. So they're going to try for it anyway. They're moving in. They're going to go for this one. They're going to start it off here, VG, but I'm sure eHome are going to have something that they want to say about it. They're making their way towards the pit here. I don't know if VG want to keep themselves sticking around. Lanham's got the ult available. And I think VG realise it might be a little bit too risky to go for Roche now.
If nothing else, they get a lot of information out of going for that play. They find out eHome's heroes. They force a rotation. They just wait now.
Oh, TDC blinking forward. Are they able to disperse of Hal straight away as well? Oh, the Glimmer Cape is going to buy him time. The wall has to be dropped. Now the corner. How with the BKB trying to turn this round, moving in, but the Laguna Blade is too much damage. CTY is able to take down the Gyro now. Lanham with the Song of the Siren. They're looking for more here. Will they be able to find it? Moving in onto Fenrir. Fenrir getting low. Move on the charges. They'll lose him. It's going to be 3 now, but they have found 2 in response. YJ is still alive here. Trying to get a hit out, but Ice, he might be able to clean this one up. There's a ball. Double kill now for Ice. eHome, 4 of them hitting the deck. It's only DDC able to escape, and it ends up as a 4-for-3 trade, and Ice very nicely being able to clean up off the back of that one.
eHome is doing such a good job at bringing down Hal with these initiations. This is the perfect type of engage they can get. They get the lift, they force out the BKB, they immediately song, and then they blow him up with the Laguna Blade, but still not able to find enough. And it's simply because Luna doesn't have enough damage items right now. They get kited a bit too long because they can't run them down and bring them down quickly. Ultimately, when the BKBs expire, Vici's lineup is just...
Oh, he's found DDC as well. Jumps in, drops a quick bolt. It's going to be a DDC does blink himself up. But I've got to say, Ice's performance this game on this offlane Zeus. He's got 7 kills, 5 assists, only died the 2 times. And he's racking up the gold as well. 5,000 gold in his bank. This is great play here from Ice.
He could look for a refresher right now. I think it will be the right item. It's going to more or less blow up the Rubik with 2 ultimates. It's going to put Darkseer under a lot of pressure. And of course, you don't have to use it like ult, refresh, ult. You can use your entire array of spells, then refresh and immediately use it again. That way you get 6 static field procs, you get 2 ultimates. And of course, the lightning bouncing everywhere. There we go. Good choice.
Roshan is now up. Axe is complete here on the Pugna. And Zeus, he's picked up straight up. Just buying it casually like that. Completed refresher orb.
If he doesn't die in the BKBs of eHome, he has the potential to set his team up to win like a situation like a 2-on-5 in theory. If they're all like half health, and BKBs are out, Ice can just be a one-man wrecking crew right now.
So he's got 1400 on his way towards that Blink Dagger. We'll see if he's able to pick that up after one more successful fight. Should push him over the edge. But Pugner pretty much in his element now with that Axe. And also holding the gem, of course, for the team. Forstaff is also there, ready and waiting. And F1 the Disruptor looking for the Axe. And whoa, that's a lovely party ring with a standing storm. And oh, Ice with the ult. Does get Laguna bladed down now with the life drain. They bring down ROTK in response. YJ, CTY, and How all using their BKBs. How's going to try and chase down CTY here. The Song of the Siren coming out from Lanham. And it looks like it's going to be a defensive one as eHome TP themselves out. Simply trading ROTK for Ice there. I think they're going to be happy that they did manage to kill that Zeus though, because he's been having a great game so far. And as you can see from the golden XP difference, it certainly shows that eHome come out on top there.
Again, DDC, phenomenal play. He sees him in the pit, he lifts him, tosses him toward the edge, then they vacuum him over the edge, and they put so much pressure on the Zeus that he has to double ult. He doesn't even have time to cast the other spells. So his impact in the fight is not what they were looking for. They still get a 1-for-1 trade, and it is going to give them the Roche. But the conditions that eHome are fighting under, that was still very, very good.
Roche is going to go the way of VG, and with this they may feel confident enough to try and push in another lane, try and go for a second set of racks and tier 3s. So looking in very good position in comparison to eHome. I mean, how's the actual overall graph looking? Okay, still about 7,500 lead here for VG. Not a massive one for 14 minutes in, but it's a lead that's been good over time, and eHome have never really been able to swing the game back in their advantage at this point. VG certainly in the driver's seat at the moment, and they're putting on the pressure on the bottom lane. YJ is trying to push up the top on his Luna on his own. VG Gaming just might be able to force him back if they want to go aggressive. They're going to move in here with the creep wave. How Super and Ice ready to go and take this fight to the high ground of eHome.